So it had a little bit of all of that, actually. When I auditioned for the show, so to start with, I did not have any real like musical instrument training ability. I played piano when I was really little, but I didn't really retain any of that. I didn't know how to play the bass. They said it doesn't matter, which also had me wondering, okay, well, if the character doesn't really, if the actor doesn't really need to know how to play the bass, they're probably not keeping this character much past this show. So that was also part of some of my dismay. But I went in. Todd was there at the audition as well. I remember. Zach, yeah, exactly, Zach. And he had his guitar because he is a musician. He had his guitar, and he went in before me, and so I could hear him playing in there, and them laughing and all that stuff. And he came out, and I was like, "Oh, you got that role." And he was like, "Oh, you think so? You think so?" By the way, Todd Lowe is exactly like that character in real life. And I was like, "Yeah, I think you did okay." And then when I saw him on set, I was like, "Told you got it." But I didn't have a guitar, I didn't know how to play, so I just did a pantomime guitar, I did a space guitar, and I made a real thing out of it. Like I put it on and did all that. I was like, if I'm not gonna do what he did and play along, I'm gonna just do what I do, which is like just be funny and quirky and whatnot. And they liked it, they laughed, and then the director asked me, "Do you play an instrument?" And I said, "I sing." He was like, "Well, that's an instrument." I was like, "It is." So then I got the role. There was some deliberation. There was another actor who went in for the role, very different type than me, and I heard that it was down to me and him. There was a lot of debate back and forth, so I might not have gotten the role. And then I got to set, or I got the role, and then they said, "We want you to learn how to play some of these songs." So we were going to come in. The first one we did was London Calling, the Clash. And so we worked on that for like a week. They taught me all of the frets and all that. And I played it, and I thought I got pretty good. And we played it on set, and then they went into the studio to do a studio recording of it that they were going to lay down after. And that was the last time they did that, because they didn't Amy and Dan did not like that it sounded produced. And they were like, "We want it to sound like just a grimy little band. So let's capture their actual music on set." Problem is that I didn't really play. So then they tried, the next one they tried was, we did, do you remember the episode where they were playing "A Mighty Bulwark Is Our God"? So that's the only episode where it's actually my real bass. And you can really